Then that's where the real fun began. We started robbing banks and jailhouses. I even robbed the jailhouse here in Auburn, Indiana, and Peru. I don't know if it was here or there. I think I shot the sheriff somewhere, though. I shot a lot of people, robbed a lot of things. Well, they did get us a few times, and we did break out, but I think the funniest one was when they caught me in Michigan. They sent me to jail, and they said, "You're never going to break out of here, John Dillinger." Well, I proved them wrong once more. Carved myself a wooden gun, polished it with shoe polish, made it look like real cool. Well, one of the guards came to check on me. I held him there at stick point. Can't believe the fool was that dumb to believe me. I locked him and his buddies up, got the real guns and the real vests, and stole the sheriff's car.
When I was 22, I graduated from Indiana University, finally, free to explore my field of study. I was a bee and the world was my flower field. It was 1893 and the world had opened up to me, and I was the first one from DeKalb County, first woman to further her education. In 1915, I began working at the University of Illinois. I continued researching biology, yet I had more of a specific interest in botany and morphology, and I worked as the associate professor of botany. I focused on the plants in the region of our very own home, DeKalb County.
My life was really hard back then, because I was a black man in a small white town. The town name was Auburn. Me and my wife Lucy moved here from Ohio. You wouldn't think Ohio had very much racism back then, but it was way worse than it was here. So me and my wife Lucy moved here, and let me see. 1893, I should say. Yeah.
Small. For me, playing right end, I was like a train, unstoppable. But today's the big day. We're facing our arch rivals, the Garrett Railroaders. At the game start, I'm doing great. The tension in the air, the crowd going nuts. But then the train got derailed. I got slammed. Hurt like no other. The pain, unbearable. I laid on the field in pain. Eventually, I walked off, the crowd clapping. But I didn't play the rest of the game. It was a real shame.
I'm sure you're wondering how a ditzy florist had any impact on our great town. Let me tell you about it. Won't you please sit down? I graduated high school with the class of 1884, and instead of getting married or going to college like my parents wanted, I moved to Fort Wayne and found a love in the grass, a love in the dirt that stuck under my fingernails, a love in the flowers that bloomed with a beauty that bestilled many beating hearts, and a love in the trees that laughed in the warm, sweet wind. Like Sleeping Beauty or Snow White stumbling into the forest. I stumbled right into Perry, and he swept me off my feet with a whoosh.